The seductive nature of narcissism charm. Why some are drawn to narcissists. What do people really love about narcissists?
What makes even the wisest hearts fall captive to a narcissist's bewitching charm? Today we unravel the dark allure at the heart of their tantalizing passion and false praise. I'm here to lift the curtain on their smoke and mirrors so you can shield yourself from their deceptive sorcery. We'll explore the intoxicating psychological hooks that leave their victims helplessly enthralled and how to break free. By the end, you'll understand exactly why narcissists entrance us all initially and how to protect yourself from their manipulative magic. So be sure to like and subscribe for more content revealing narcissists' shadowy manipulation methods. Please share your experiences dealing with narcissistic behaviors in the comments. Which phrases ring true for you? Just in case you feel stuck and can't understand why you got attracted to them, or what's your personality, or what type of people narcissists attract then, I highly recommend watching my video, Why Do You Keep Attracting Narcissists? How to Stop Falling for Narcissistic. The link is in the description below. This knowledge is freedom. Now let's explore why some are drawn to narcissists.
The soulmate fantasy. Idealizing your worth.
Like a siren song, the narcissist's flattery echoes your most hidden dreams and affirms your uniqueness. You're so insightful. No one truly sees me as you do, they exclaim. For once, you feel visible, worthy of passion. Your deepest longings feel suddenly within reach. Intoxicated by praise, your armor melts away. You believe their words hold mystical insight into your soul, but it's simply masterful exploitation, playing on primal needs for esteem and recognition. Still, the fantasy grips you, impossible to resist. They seem to unlock your idealized self that the world ignores. This perceived realization of your latent glory is profoundly compelling. Your ego craves such elevation after years of obscurity or invalidation. To be seen and embraced fully awakens your highest self. Caution evaporates before their silver tongue. You invite them deeper into your world, trusting they hold the key to unlocking your potential. But it's merely an illusion, a mirage shimmering on the horizon, forever out of reach.
Mirroring being truly seen.
The narcissist mirrors your every belief and passion with uncanny accuracy. At last, someone appears to get you completely. You feel less alone with a kindred spirit who intimately understands your essence. Your convictions feel affirmed and understood. Intoxicated by this seeming rapport, you bare your inner world enthusiastically. Only later do you realize the mirror was a mirage, their personality crafted entirely around your vulnerabilities, not authentic connection. But in the moment, you can't resist the illusion of being wholly embraced and known, of having a confidant who validates your every thought and dream. This is the soulmate experience our culture romanticizes.
Intellectual chemistry, a meeting of minds.
You marvel at the uncanny alignment in your perspectives. Conversations flow seamlessly, like a magnetic meeting of the minds. Philosophies intertwine effortlessly. Rarely have you encountered someone so intellectually compatible. You take it as evidence of a profound cognitive and spiritual bond. Logical concerns seem petty before this mental fusion, but later their views mysteriously shift to match each new target, while you're abruptly discarded without care. Their principles were facades to entrance you, not deeply held convictions. Still, the euphoric high of such intellectual chemistry grips tightly. The glittering illusion that you've met your equal blinds you to reality. You ignore the creeping unease in your gut.
Spiritual insight, seeing into your soul.
The narcissist seems to read your private yearnings with psychic skill. You're seeking meaning and purpose, they proclaim. Uncanny. They speak of self-growth and manifestation like a guru with profound insight into your hidden spiritual depths. You feel your higher self awakened. But it was all cold reading and rational guesses, crafted to reflect your desires. Their enlightenment vanishes overnight when you disappoint them. Still, their spell blinds logic. The illusion that your souls are cosmically intertwined hijacks reason. You ignore the sinking feeling that their passion is but a special effect.
Trauma bonding, intermittent reinforcement.
Like addicts chasing the next high, you're conditioned through intermittent reinforcement. The narcissist withdrew affection unpredictably as punishment, keeping you anxiously chasing validation. Their arbitrary coldness, after once being so present, is maddening yet addictive. The cycle slowly consumes your soul as you contort yourself to earn their warmth again. You reminisce on the blissful embrace after their cruel withdrawals, craving that feeling again. But it grows more elusive, renewing the torturous cycle endlessly as you spiral trying to reclaim it.
Exploiting vulnerabilities and insecurities.
The narcissist enslaves you with constant criticism, slowly eroding self-worth to mold obedience. You're too needy, too boring. They berate until you accept poor treatment as inevitable. They know just how to exploit your deepest insecurities, cultivated through years of subtle observation. You're so sensitive, no one else could handle your anxiety, they proclaim. Trapped by fear, you stop expecting basic care or reciprocity. The narcissist conditions you to accept one-sided encounters, catering only to their pleasure. Soon your dignity and boundaries crumble until you're devoid of humanity in their eyes, just an instrument of use.
Feigning concern, then twisting the knife.
When you finally share vulnerable struggles, they pretend empathy. But it's just a sadistic tactic to enable further exploitation. I'm so sorry, intimacy is difficult. How can I help? They ask. You feel encouraged. But they've gathered intel to twist the knife deeper, using your openness against you. What kind of man can't satisfy his wife? They later mock. Your courage is thrown back in your face, blindsided by malice when you needed compassion. The wounds cut deep.
Withholding affection and intimacy.
The once doting lover transforms into an icy tyrant, withholding affection suddenly over perceived slights. Like discarding toys, they deny intimacy to punish non-compliance. You're left chasing validation desperately in response to their cruel withdrawals. But the more you chase, the more coldly they withdraw, trapping you in a sadistic double bind, slowly eviscerating your soul.
Objectifying your body.
The narcissist views your body as an object to serve their corrupt desires. They feel entitled to push limits and take as they please, ignoring discomfort. To them, you are merely a tool for physical release, not a human deserving of love or respect. They drain your essence to nourish their perverse hunger, leaving you depleted and discarded when finished.
Forcing painful and degrading acts.
The narcissist forces disgusting and dehumanizing acts, then shames you as inadequate for protesting. Like whipping animals into submission, they methodically groom compliance through fear. But my exes enjoyed this. Don't you want to satisfy me? They accuse if you beg them to stop violating you. They frame your resistance as offensive rejection, slowly conditioning you to accept their violence. Your dignity shatters completely under their coercion. You detach from your body during traumatic encounters just to survive, feeling too ashamed to tell anyone of the horrors you endure.
Envy, parading new supply.
Like a vampire seeking fresh blood, the narcissist flaunts new targets, using envy to obliterate your self-worth. She's so much younger and beautiful, they taunt. They sadistically parade their conquests, demanding you admire their superiority in procuring new objects. You're discarded as pathetic for protesting their infidelity, no longer able to compete for their conditional supply. Your anguish only amplifies their excitement. They enthusiastically describe graphic details, leveraging your trauma bonds against you while feigning confusion at your distress. Their joy in provoking your pain knows no bounds.
Bewitching confidence.
I was drawn in by their bold confidence, so alluring after my own years of self-doubt. They exuded self-assurance and commanded every room I craved that magnetism. Their booming laugh and outrageous stories had others enraptured. I felt special being at the center of their exhilarating world. Of course, it was all an act crafted to conceal fragile self-esteem, but their swagger gave them an untouchable quality I wanted for myself.
The promise of transformation.
I hoped my love could transform them into the partner I dreamed of, activating their potential for good. Their inspiring visions made me believe they could be an asset to my own growth. Of course, they expertly mirrored my deepest desires, but I mistook their vacant promises for signs of a soul worth redeeming. I ignored all red flags, addicted to the fantasy of awakening their dormant nobility. But they had no interest in my dreams except as leverage for control.
Admiring their bold persona.
Narcissists cultivate daring, colorful personas that draw others in. While most operate within society's norms, abiding by humble courtesy, narcissists relish shocking with outrageous antics and shameless opinions. Right or wrong, they voice their self-aggrandizing takes boldly. Such brash confidence enthralls more conflict-averse souls who crave that courage. Of course, it's a facade concealing fragility, but the bravado intoxicates otherwise cautious observers.
Surrounded by admirers.
Narcissists surround themselves with blind followers to prop up their egos. They cultivate possessive inner circles who worship their every word and fancy themselves honored members of an elite clique. Of course, it's just hollow status, but our primal selves envy their perceived prestige. We desire their arrogant certainty that they're superior beings and rightful center of attention. In truth, their followers reflect the hollowness of their disordered cores, no substance or self-knowledge.
Intoxicating impact.
At first, the narcissist leaves you starstruck. Feelings of euphoria, purpose, and possibility seem just out of reach. They present visions of an extraordinary life, if only you devote yourself utterly. But it's a mirage they spectacularly fail to deliver on their promises time and again. Still, their supreme confidence blinds you temporarily to reality. You chase the fleeting euphoria of their praise and passion, convinced their chaotic world holds meaning you just can't grasp yet. But their disorder is void of meaning, it is the meaning. The narcissist exploits primal human vulnerabilities, but their fade loses power when you recognize their games. True intimacy awaits with someone who cherishes your spirit, not your utility. Break their spell. You deserve to write your own story outside their distorted funhouse mirrors. Your worth isn't defined by their dysfunction. Keep walking. The illusion can't survive the light. I hope you were able to connect with some of the attraction patterns covered today. If you're still struggling, please don't hesitate to reach out for personalized coaching. I'd love for you to share in the comments what narcissistic behaviors resonate and how you responded. What did you love about your narcissist when under their spell? Share your experiences in the comments and how it impacted you. Can you relate to the allure explored in this video? Please open up so we can support each other in healing. If you have a specific situation with a narcissist you'd like coaching on, send me an email with the details, and I'll create a personal video response just for you. Don't forget to subscribe this channel if you haven't subscribed yet for upcoming videos. In case you want to send thanks, then you can press thanks button and donate. Your monetary support is appreciated and specifically used to create content to spread awareness about narcissistic abuse. Have a wonderful journey.